Hi, I'm Jake Clements with the Texas Whiskey Festival. Welcome to the Whiskey Vault. Whiskey's many things. Among them are memories. Everybody's got that one bottle. It may not be the best whiskey in the world, but it holds a special place in your heart. And every time that bottle comes out, the memories and the emotions, they pour with it. And for me, one of those bottles is the Texas Whiskey Festival blend. Numero uno, the first one we did. And it has a lot of meaning. One, it is a historic blend of three Texas distilleries, Iron Root, Balcones, and Andalusia. And by historic, this is the first distillery collaboration blend in the history of Texas whiskey. But beyond that, it goes back to 2018 and the first time I met Daniel and visited the Whiskey Vault. Earlier that year, I just hosted the first Texas Whiskey Festival, and I wanted to expand my whiskey knowledge. And then one day, my wife sent me a link to the Whiskey Marketing School. So I reached out. After a few email exchanges, I found myself wandering the campus with Daniel. And I was in awe of the campus as we strolled through it, talking about the festival, the whiskey industry, whiskey marketing school, independent bottling. And if you've ever been to the campus, you get it. Now, we did eventually make it up to the vault, and Daniel poured this really nice Japanese whiskey. No clue which one it was. I can't remember. And then he takes me down to this tiny building, and it eventually becomes Fang and Feather, Crowded Barrels tasting room. Well, that's where I shared my idea of creating a blend of Texas whiskeys. And Daniel said, if you can get them on board, we'll release it as part of our independent bottling series. Now, that turned out to be a little trickier than I thought, but that conversation, it sparked a now cherished friendship and led me down a path to more friendships and a deeper understanding of whiskey. I didn't know where to begin to get the distillers on board. And one day I was at a Texas Distilled Spirits Association meeting, and I saw Jared from Balcones. And I thought, what the hell? I'm going to ask him. Now, I'd only met him twice before this. And he asked me questions. I had absolutely no idea what the answers were. But he said, yes, sounds like fun. And I remember at the time thinking, holy crap, I just got Balcones to agree to this. If Jared said yes, surely this will make everything a little easier. So I was on my way to Andalusia to talk to Ty and decided to call Robert at Iron Root. And both asked me questions that I didn't have answers to, but said yes. And started another set of friendships, friendships that are special to me. Then it came time to blend. And let me tell you, I was by far the least qualified person to be in that room. I probably still am. But it was my first real experience learning from whiskey professionals. And I remember sitting there listening to them talk and trying to contribute without sounding like a damn idiot. They were all so nice, and it created a memory that I don't think I'll ever forget. And then in April of 2019, I got to stand on stage with these distillers, and we got to share it with the world at the second festival. I don't know that I can take a sip of this whiskey without thinking about those memories and all the steps that it took to get here. There's definitely a lot of emotion involved in memories with this. But for me, I think that's the magic of whiskey. Now, luckily for me, it also tastes effing fantastic. The unfortunate thing is that and this might be one of the only few bottles still available. All right, so I said it was a blend of three distilleries. From Iron Root, we got a barrel of Bloody Butcher corn bourbon and a barrel of special purple corn bourbon. Balcones, we got a barrel of Mirador, and then from Andalusia, we picked a barrel of Striker. The blend is 58.8% iron root, equally divided between those two barrels, 29.4% Mirador, and 11.8% Striker. I mean, this thing's layered. Black molasses, pipe tobacco, coffee. Oh man, barrel char, little leather, caramel, vanilla. And then this finish. Kind of like mesquite smoked honey floating off into the distance. I do love this whiskey. All right, if you want to learn more about me and what I'm up to, you can visit txwhiskeyfest.com. Thank you for stopping by. I'm really glad you're here.